There is a moment when a story suddenly feels closer than expected. Not because it is about you, but because it includes you. You recognize yourself inside it. Your face. Your choice. Your reaction. And something shifts. The distance between viewer and story collapses. This feeling is not new, but the way we reach it is changing fast. Context matters because for a long time storytelling followed a one-way path. A few people imagined. Many people watched. The audience received what was decided for them. Personalization was rare. Participation was limited. Creation was slow. Expensive. Controlled. But beneath that structure was always a simple truth. Stories work best when people see themselves inside them. When they feel addressed, not spoken at. When they feel involved, not just impressed. The surface insight begins with personalization. When a story adapts to you, it triggers attention in a different way. You are not observing. You are present. This presence creates emotion faster and deeper. It does not matter if the story is playful or dark. The reaction is stronger because it feels personal. Technology has been moving steadily in this direction for years. But something important changed when text became the main building block. Suddenly everything on screen could begin as words. Characters. Clothes. Locations. Mood. Movement. All described. All shaped. This mirrors something filmmakers have always done. They prompt people. They describe what they see in their head. Now the same act can shape entire worlds directly. This collapses time. What once took months now takes days. What once needed large teams can begin with a few focused minds. The hidden assumption many people carry is that technology replaces creativity. That when tools become powerful, human imagination becomes less important. But the opposite appears. The more powerful the tool, the more important the story becomes. Without a strong story, the tool produces noise. With a clear story, the tool amplifies vision. The prompt is not the art. The idea behind it is. Text alone does nothing. Intention gives it direction. This is why everything still returns to story. Who is this character? What do they want? What stands in the way? These questions do not disappear. They become anchors. Insight 3 is about collaboration and constraint. When many people contribute choices, something unexpected happens. The story moves into places no single person would have chosen. A beaver. A magic sock. Underwater. Sci-fi. None of this feels logical at first. But constraints force creativity. When time is short, decisions must be made. There is no endless polishing. No overthinking. You commit. You move forward. This mirrors improvisation. You accept what is given and build from it. In this process, surprise becomes a feature, not a bug. The final story carries the fingerprints of many minds. It feels alive because it could not have existed before this moment. Reframing this idea changes how we see storytelling. AI is not the storyteller. It is the stage. It is the lighting. It is the fast-moving set builder. The storyteller is still human. Or many humans together. What changes is who gets to participate. When tools lower barriers, more voices enter. When more voices enter, stories diversify. This does not guarantee quality. But it increases possibility. Possibility is the raw material of culture. Application to daily life appears when we look beyond film. Many areas now use prompts. Design. Writing. Teaching. Planning. Leadership. When you describe a vision clearly, others can help build it. When you invite input, the outcome changes. You may lose control, but you gain richness. This requires comfort with uncertainty. You do not know where the story will land. You trust the process. You trust the foundation. This foundation is story sense. Knowing what holds a narrative together even when details shift. The deeper layer is about agency. When people help create something, they care more about it. They watch differently. They remember differently. Participation creates ownership. Ownership creates meaning. This is true for art and for communities. When people feel they have a hand in shaping the story, they stop being passive. They become responsible. This responsibility is creative, not burdensome. It says what you imagine matters. Even if the result is strange. Even if it is imperfect. Especially then. Time constraints add another lesson. Limitation can be freeing. When there is no endless revision, you stay present. You make peace with choices. You let go of second guessing. This presence shows in the work. It feels honest. Lived in. Complete. Even if rough. In a world of infinite options, this kind of completion is rare. And valuable. Over time, these tools may change industries. But the deeper change is psychological. People begin to see themselves as creators, not just consumers. They begin to trust their imagination again. They stop waiting for permission. They start playing with ideas. This playfulness does not remove seriousness. It adds energy. It reminds us that storytelling is a shared human act. It has always been collaborative around fires and tables and stages. Technology simply gives us new firelight. New stages. New speed. But the heart remains the same. A desire to make meaning together. So the quiet question that remains is, if tools now allow more people to shape stories faster and together, how might your sense of creativity and responsibility shift when you stop asking what can this tool do and start asking what story do we want to tell together?